welcome everyone to your weekly wrap this week. Ian is off on holidays for the next few weeks in Europe, so it's great to be with you here out at Winnaleah today, where we've been meeting with the Winnaleah irrigators group and Tas Irrigation, talking about how community management of the irrigation scheme out here can possibly proceed, which is a major priority for a lot of producers in this area. This week, we also had a board meeting in the office at Longford, where we reviewed the financials year to date, and we're looking really close to budget, which is a sound place to be. We also had a lot of discussion around our FarmX conference, which will be held out at Walmers in August this year. And tickets are now on sale for that, and speakers are getting released every day so that people know who they're going to have the chance to listen to during this great new event that we're putting on. Also, during the session, we spent a lot of time looking at our election package for the state election. We're now in week 2 of that, and that was all approved by the board. So that'll be getting released publicly this week. And already we've started a lot of work on your behalf, looking at things like council rates, which you would have read a lot about in the press this week. Also talking a lot about wildlife and the damage that causes, as well as feral species. Also talking about irrigation, both community management of schemes, but also new schemes and the importance that places on growing the agricultural industry in the state. And then finally, we've also done a lot of advocacy this week around the Northwest Transmission development following the meeting of landholders out at Sheffield last week. So really trying to push those issues along, but of course there's a lot more that are all important to us that, we'll be continuing to talk about over the coming weeks in the lead up to the 19th of July election. With me today out at Winnaleah, we have Malcolm Green. And Malcolm is the chair of our water committee that had a meeting in the office on Tuesday. And I thought it'd be a great chance for Malcolm to just talk about what goes on in our committees and also what he's working on at the moment and how you might be able to help.
Thanks, Nathan. Yes, my name's Malcolm Green. I chair the water committee for Tas Farmers. We had a committee meeting earlier this week. Committee meetings are great affairs. The committee gets together, we chat, we bring in representatives from key stakeholders. So this week we had members of the department in talking to us and explaining to us a number of key initiatives ongoing at the moment. One of those was an update on the dam safety provisions. The government is looking to refresh the regulations on dam safety this year, and we have made some important submissions over time to the department on that, and we'll continue to push and advocate AMPA's interest with respect to dam safety. Another important thing we're progressing at the moment with the water committee, which is why we're here in Winnaleah today, is dealing with community management of irrigation schemes. The Winnaleah irrigators in many respects are seen as the guinea pig or the first cab off the rank with respect to community management, and we've been advocating for Winnaleah irrigators for some time now, and we hope to see fruit born for our efforts very shortly. So we do a lot of important work for our members, such as what we're doing here at Winnaleah at the moment. Whilst we're on about membership, what drives our committee structures is the grassroots participation in our committees. Our water committee, we are actively looking for members of the water committee. So if you have a real interest in water and irrigation in particular, I would encourage you to join us in the water committee, because we are at the forefront of advocating for members' interests with government and with other organisations such as Tas Irrigation. So I'd encourage members who have an interest in irrigation, please put your hand up and join us in the water committee. It's great to contribute to and prosecute members' interests out there in the community and with government and key stakeholders like Tasmanian Irrigation. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, that's all for this weekly wrap. Great to come from you this week from the far northeast, where it's looking lovely and green today. Until next week, take care.